What's up, everybody? This is your boy malcbear. I really hope this video finds you well. As you can see for the title, it's just one. It's over here. It's one word. It's just titled words, actually. Now this is the subject I'm going to talk about is a subject that you may not see too much in the gaming community, but I'm going to touch on this subject so people can understand and know factually what all these words mean. Now, what I see in the gaming community and all the media even here on YouTube, that we tend to use common words very often to the point of misunderstanding. There's so many misconceptions. Sometimes they're not misconceptions. We know what they mean, but we just twist them just to help us. See, when we're in a tight spot, like arguing with somebody about something, we, as humans, we will try to change things up and lie to ourselves just to help ourselves. I mean, I think it's kind of a human nature to tell you the truth. I've done it a few times, but I regret that I have because it's stupid. Now, moving on. Now, it's just a few words, just 3 words. But I think they're the most used ones. To me, I think they are. So let's start at the top. This is probably the most used one, hardcore. Now, I think I may have probably touched on these subjects before in my past videos, but I don't think I've really hit it hard. Okay? Hardcore. What does hardcore mean, guys? I mean, is there a hardcore crowd? Are there hardcore gamers? But first, before I give you the real definition of what it means to be hardcore or hardcore, give me yours down in the comments. But really, what it means to be hardcore? There are only hardcore gamers. Only hardcore gamers. There is no such thing as a hardcore game. It never was, never will be. Because this is how it works. It kind of cancels each other out. I mean, any game can be hardcore. Now listen to what I'm saying. When I say any game can be hardcore, I'm going by the real factual definition that it was back then and what it is now, or what it's supposed to be now. And when we twist this word up to help ourselves, we start fooling ourselves to thinking that we're right. So this is what hardcore means. It means it's just a large amount of time played. Like there's only hardcore gamers, so it's a person that plays games for a large amount of times, and like sometimes completionist or whatever, but it doesn't have to be completionist, but a long amount of time. That's a hardcore gamer. That's it. There is nothing to do with genre. There is nothing to do with the type of game. There's nothing to do with the age rating. Nothing to do with whether it's mature or something like that. Nothing to do with that. It's just time. The amount of time played. Now, this seems to be hard to understand for some reason. I don't understand. But the reason why I worry about this, because these are people I play video games with, and I tend to like it when people have a good head on their shoulders. I mean, and like think intelligently about subjects like this. Now, that's hardcore. There's no such thing as a hardcore game. Just hardcore gamers. Factual stuff. Now, let's move on to casual, which is my next one. This is used very frequently as well, especially throughout the media. And I don't know if it was us who started this casual hardcore crap, or the media who started this casual hardcore stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, especially the media uses hardcore and casual like crazy. Like it's like they're drinking water. They use it so hard, they got it so twisted up their ass. It's ridiculous. Now, casual just means not played too much. There are casual gamers. There is such thing as a casual gamer. Just like hardcore, they're casual gamers, but they are not casual games. There's no such thing as a casual game. Now, when somebody says hardcore game, nowadays people think blood, guts, sex, drugs, gore, mature rating, whatever. That's what people think a hardcore game is. Now, hardcore does have a meaning like that. It does. But that when it comes to video games, that's not what it means. It has another meaning, which means you play it hard, you play it long. That's another meaning for hardcore. Which by video games, that's the definition that is applied. Now, going back to casual, not play too long, not taken seriously. Yeah, that person that doesn't take video games too seriously, but they still play them. Really, they don't play them like as much, not near as much as a hardcore gamer does. That's a casual gamer. No such thing as casual games. Never was, never will be. And by anybody who tries to change the definition to something specific, like it's a kiddie game, it's a colorful game, it's a game that's easy, you're false. You're wrong. You're actually wrong. So, yeah, just keep this in mind, guys. This is, I mean, if we'd all think this way, everybody would get along. But really, why can't we get along because of this? These things are what separates us. That's why I don't ever like separating video games, because this is what happens. Now, moving on to the next word. Now, this is a new word, but it's been used so much. It's crazy. Now, this is only used throughout people on the YouTube community, and that word is D-R-O-N-E, drone. Now, I feel proud about this. I've been recently called a Nintendo drone. Yippee. I'm not gonna name who called me it. You know who you are. You're probably watching this video right now. But I am nowhere close to a drone, guys. I'm nowhere close. I don't really care if anybody calls me it, but I'm nowhere close to a drone. A drone is a person who likes one company and thinks only buys products from that company, only buys things for that console or whatever. We're talking about video games for that console, and they think everything else sucks just because it's not part of that company. That's a drone. Now, I got called a drone just because I like Nintendo. And I do like Nintendo, guys. I mean, we all have a bias. We all have a preference. I have a preference for Nintendo, but I play everything. I enjoy everything. And part of the proof that I'm not a drone, guys, is that my favorite gaming series is Prince of Persia. I said that several times before, which is a multi-plat. So yeah, not a drone. Never was, never will be. I did used to think a little bit like that, but I realized that's stupid and wrong, and just straight up wrong. Yeah, just straight up wrong. But yeah, guys. A reason why I mentioned that because the person who called me that got the definition so twisted, so freaking twisted, and that's the first signs of the twisting of the words, that we use it so much that the definitions get twisted and we mess things up. And I saw it first. Now a drone to this guy is just somebody who likes a company. Who just likes a company. And I like Nintendo. Now, I said before that I don't like Sony, and I don't, but I still like their products. I mean, I like their games. I mean, I'm not going to say their games suck, because they don't. They factually don't. So, and same thing goes for Microsoft. I don't know anything about Microsoft. I don't even have a 360, a working one. But yeah, that's how these words work. And this is how, as they start going through these processes of being used so many times, people start to twist them and kill them and irk them to the point where they almost die. And I think that's what happened to the word fanboy. It was kind of replaced by drone. But guys, just take this advice and please take it in. Don't reject it. Listen to what I'm saying. Think about it. Don't just sit there and just thumbs it down because he likes Nintendo. No, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not praising Nintendo right now. I'm talking about the way we think, and I don't like the way that we think nowadays. So take it in, but yeah, do not take this with a grain of salt. Take what I'm saying seriously, and just listen. Just think. Are you using these words correctly?